Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to be explaining a little bit about what happened in my life over the last year, since I haven't really uploaded a video in about a year. And this video is all about accountability and self-reflection and the awareness why I was not in flow and what it actually was that was distracting me. So over the last year, I have been intensely following the cryptocurrency market, and I was aware that I let my spiritual practices and my priority and my passion kind of drift away, and I was mainly occupied with following the cryptocurrency market. And a few things I want to explain what happened. So ever really since I came to the United States, I wasn't able, or actually my entire life, I had this goal of being financially free. And so I've been working so hard on that and finding ways which can allow me the lifestyle I'd like to live. And I want to really touch on that for a brief second of what it is that I came to conclusion with. And long story short, in 2017 I heard Bitcoin maybe twice or three times, and then I started looking into it, what it actually is. And once I understood what it was, for me it made sense, and I came to the conclusion that it's literally the only way for humanity's freedom. So I'm extremely passionate about that, freedom in general. And so I've been following the cryptocurrency market ever since, and in 2018 I lost all my money. And I struggled for the last 3 years. And in 2020 I started getting back into the cryptocurrency market, and because I had some funds available, and I invested them, and I've done extremely well since. And I came to the point where I 10x'd my wealth, or my investment, essentially, or my portfolio. And I had this goal of what it takes for me to live the life I truly want and desire. And that mark for me was $100,000 in 1 year. I crossed that mark, and way beyond. I actually came to, I think it was close to $300,000. And then I came up with a strategy of how I can live passively for the rest of my life, with of creating a $10,000 a month income stream. And so I reached that goal, a $300,000 mark, and just recently the market crashed again, and I'm back to 80,000. So now I have to make a decision: do I take anything out? And it's a very difficult decision, because right now is of course when I need more financial means to live the life I desire and want. And so that was really the shortcut of my journey and what I've been up to. Anyway, so I came to the conclusion that I hired the bar of what I wanted in order to achieve that goal. I haven't fully reached it yet, but I've learned a lesson now that to take profits to live the life you want and desire is extremely important. So and over the last year, I lived in an environment, rent-free, luckily, but it was extremely distractive of my own purpose and highest purpose. And just recently, about 2 weeks ago, I got my own place again. And as soon as I get it, like 1 or 2 weeks later, I came to the realization, hey, you know what? I'm not living the life I want. So this video is mainly about accountability. So what's and how I can live the life I want. And I came to the conclusion and update really myself and reflect on myself that, you know, once you reach that goal, don't be greedy, because take profits and start living. That's super important. As long as, you know, you or me, we have a goal in mind of what we want to reach and desire, of what it takes, let's just do that and start living, and then create from there on, because we never know what the future holds for us, you know. And especially in a market, in a volatile market, we cannot really predict that, because it's highly manipulative. And even though I believe it's the future of freedom, and it's the future of currency, and it's the future in general, the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, it's so important to take profits and have a strategy in place before, because you can literally get caught up and neglect everything else because you're so focused on this financial freedom piece. And from now on moving forward, I just want to hold myself accountability that I haven't uploaded the video and documented my life the way I intentionally had. And this video is really an honest and open self-reflection of why that is, so I can then look back at this video and determine, hey, you know what, don't get distracted. And a few things and few points I want to point out here, and maybe it can help somebody, is to really sit down and get clear in an environment of how you would like to live. And what I've noticed is, if you're around distractions and you can't concentrate and you don't have peace because there's noise constantly surrounding you, it's extremely difficult to find your purpose in life, and you can't really get clear. And I'm just realizing that as I moved here to this new space in the canyon, in nature. And from now on moving forward, I have my goals really, really clear and simple. And yeah, I decided not to get too greedy. I have to decide what I want to do and how I want to structure that in the terms of the market. But yeah, so this is really a video about, you know, self-reflection and accountability. What were the causes that led me to not following my daily practices? And you know, I have been neglecting my practices pretty much for a year, my meditations, my routines. And it's also so important to have this video right now. I'm gonna upload this video just to reflect back of why that was, and it's all part of my journey. So yeah, and on next week, today is June 10th, 2021, and in 4 days it's my birthday, and I will be doing a deep journey of from a medicine called Buffalo Various, and I resonate with that medicine quite well. And just to get clear and you know, block out all the noises and get clear of what I really want to do in my life. And moving forward, I'm actually thinking about documenting my own journey and videotaping that. I'm not quite clear yet because it's a very intimate thing, and it may or may not influence the experience. So now I'm moving forward. I'm back on track. I'm restructuring my life, and I'm aware that I'm really responsible for my life, and the only way we learn is through mistakes. And yeah, when things turn the other way, we're not expecting them to be when really things turn the other way and we're not expecting them as we planned originally. So I did reach a goal, and you know, I got way too ambitious. I didn't follow it, and I didn't keep my mind clear. I fed into the noise, including the distractions. I know those are all excuses, really, they really are. But it's so important that prioritizing your space wherever you live, that you keep that for yourself so you don't get too distracted. I always noticing that when I'm, being around friends or being around other people or different environments, even different cities. I was just recently in Miami, and it's extremely distractive. That not to get distracted and really create your environment, and that's really so important, And I told myself I want to document my own journey in my life, so that's what I'm doing. And this video is so important because it's part of it, financial freedom and like the ability to do the things we want to do in life are so important to me. I want to learn with all the best teachers in the world, and it requires funds, the way I like to learn and live. And I know myself how I'm learning best, and that's through masters, essentially, from somebody who mastered a skill. So yeah, that's really it. And yeah, it's just a little quick realization, and I want to document that on this video, and hopefully can help somebody as well to get a little bit more clarity. And if anybody's interested in the cryptocurrency market, I mean, it's great because there's no regrets ever, even though I lost everything before, but it's the only way. If you are unsure of what you want to do, I recommend, or I advocate and encourage you to really look and understand what Bitcoin is and represents and what problem it solves, right? Because essentially it solves the control people have over you in terms of money. And I feel like every human being placed on this earth, unless you're born into one of these elite families, it's one of the main things in life, because we get so distracted. You have a job because to survive, you want to live a good life, and I also am realizing that, that you don't need millions and billions if you don't know what to do with it, just to enrich yourself. It's really what you're doing with it. And yeah, I have high goals and high standards, and I want to keep it up, but at the same time not neglecting my own living and circumstances anymore. So from now moving forward, if I'm being given another chance this year, I'm definitely keeping true to my word and realization as I'm recording it now of just get clear of what you want to do in life and follow through, because it's so easily to get distracted with other things. Like, I'm writing it down on a daily basis pretty much of what my perfect day and perfect life looks like. And if you keep that along with emotions attached to it, and you constantly remember it and remind yourself, you're drawing it to you. And that's what I'm doing. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps somebody and who need to hear this, including myself. It's a great self-reflection, and I keep you guys updated on the next journey of what I'm doing next in order to achieve my highest potential. Peace.